Before we get started in today's video, I just wanted to call out that I will have some resources linked below on how you can help the people of Ukraine. I'm sure, like many of you, hopefully most of you, I've been absolutely glued to the news and social media, just horrified, devastated, shocked, scared, sad, disgusted, all of the things, looking at Putin's invasion of Ukraine. And I just feel like every second my gut is being ripped out of my stomach watching the images and the videos that are coming out of there. I think it's important not to look away. I think it can be very, very difficult to look at images of dead bodies, especially children. But I do feel that it's our responsibility to not look away. I've felt that way about other wars. I just feel that it's important for us to stay informed. So in addition to the resources below where you can help Ukraine, I'm also gonna link some of my favorite journalists that really focus on unbiased news that has nothing to do with any like gossip or rumors. It's all very sourced, vetted information. And so I feel like that's my way of staying informed in a productive way. There's just so much misinformation out there, and you know, sometimes people will post war videos and it'll be actual footage from like years ago, just done with different audio. I only focus on a couple journalists I really trust and respect, and then NPR and the PBS NewsHour. Those are where I get all of my news from. That helps me kind of hone in on the most important information that doesn't have a political bias, and that's most important to me. So if there's one thing you can do to stay informed, go subscribe to the PBS YouTube channel. They post the PBS NewsHour Monday through Friday. I believe it airs at 5 p.m. on the East Coast, and you can watch all of their programs on YouTube for free. Their reporting is just incredible. I realized that while I've been talking about Ukraine a lot every day on Instagram, both on my State of Kate and my personal account, Kate Gardner, I haven't talked about it on YouTube, and I forget that not everyone on YouTube follows me on Instagram. Just wanted to send a quick message of love and support, and wherever you are, I hope you're taking care of yourself. Now let's jump on in. Okay, today's video is going to be a bit of a fails video, more so just products that aren't really working out for me, and it's going to have three parts. The first part is new products that I'm not loving and I'd like to get rid of. The next part is old products that I want to declutter because they just don't really fit my preferences anymore. And then the third part is products from my recent dupes video that I can finally get rid of. So it's pretty much just gonna be one big declutter. Even though it's a declutter, I'll still leave all the links in the description box below. And before we jump in, I'm wearing the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD Skin Foundation, and I mean, wow. I've had this on for about 3 hours and I feel like it looks freshly applied. My mind is honestly blown. I thought I was gonna be devastated that they reformulated my beloved Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation, but this might be even better. First up, I just have the wrong shade of this Fitglow Foundation Plus. This is F3. I've swatched it in my recent video, which I'll link down below, and I wore the foundation in a video and it looked amazing. But F3 is just too dark for me, so I'm gonna pass this on to a friend. My perfect matches are F2 and F2.5. F2 is just a little bit lighter, and then F2.5 is a little bit more neutral and a little bit darker, so I can use either one of those. But F3 I'm gonna pass to a friend, and if you wanna watch me apply and do a mini review of the Fitglow Foundation, I will leave the video linked in the description box below. Next, I think I talked about this in my 2021 fails video. I can't remember because I just bought this in December and I just can't remember if I included this, but it's the Make Hibernation Capsule Overnight Recovery Balm. This is supposed to be an occlusive balm that seals everything in underneath to prevent water loss from happening on the skin. If you've ever woken up in the morning to like dry, papery, dehydrated skin where the wrinkles on your face look a lot deeper, then that kind of a routine or a product would be good for you. But this is probably one of the worst skincare products I've ever tried, just in terms of my personal experience with it. Hannah Louise Poston had the exact same experience, and a couple people in my DMs did too. but most of my friends really loved this. I don't know what the issue is. I'm gonna zoom you in. This Make Balm is like this spongy, interesting spongy texture. When you touch it, it almost feels like you're not picking up any product. It feels more like a pudding when you touch it, and it's like a spongy pudding. So I thought that would be really occlusive and would seal everything in. This dries the shit out of my skin. I use this as like a body lotion. Oh, my skin was dry and tight. I've used it on my face. I've used it alone with no other products underneath. I've used it on top of as many hydrating products as possible. Doesn't matter what I do. This just actively dries out my skin. So weirdest product experience I've had in a while, but I loved the concept of it. I loved the branding. I love the refillable packaging, but it's a skip for me. Another skincare product that was a fail for me is this Skincall Silks Next Level Triple Lipid Cream Anti-Aging Replenishment Treatment. So what these guys do is basically dupe SkinCeuticals. This is a dupe of like an actual formula dupe, an intended formula dupe of the SkinCeuticals Triple Lipid Cream. So this has 1.5% ceramides, 4% sterols, 1.8% fatty acids. That blend is supposed to be what's like great for strengthening your skin barrier. This has a gorgeous texture. I prefer the texture of this over the SkinCeuticals. It's just got this kind of whipped cloud-like cream texture that's really beautiful. Very lightweight. It just blends in like a dream and melts into the skin. But there are two issues with this product for me. One, the price. The price is $59, and then with tax and or shipping, I think it came out to about like $63, yeah, with tax, $63. Compared to SkinCeuticals, it's definitely less expensive, but it is not affordable by any means. What I like about this over the SkinCeuticals is that this doesn't have any essential oils. SkinCeuticals has I think like lavender or eucalyptus or rosemary extract, something like that. And so the SkinCeuticals Triple Lipid Cream always stung my face, no matter what I did. Weirdly, this stings my face too, even though it's fragrance and essential oil free. So now I'm thinking maybe it wasn't the essential oils in the SkinCeuticals that bothered my skin. Maybe it's just something that has to do with this particular blend of ingredients that doesn't work on me. I wish I knew what was bothering my skin so that I could understand it and stop wasting my money. So instead, I've just been using this on my body. But if you don't have an issue with sensitivity, I think this would be a lovely, lightweight cream that has everything you need to protect your skin barrier. So it's just my experience with it isn't working out. Okay, this is such a sad one for me because I love this brand so much. But the new Vacation Inc Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Lip Balm Sunscreen. Like always, Vacation's marketing is just incredible. They came out with these dessert-scented sunscreen lip balms that are all based on nostalgic desserts. So we have Balm Alaska, Strawberry Jello Salad, Pineapple Upside Down Cake, and then there was another one that's in my purse right now that I just didn't bring out. The scents are amazing. The formula feels nourishing. It's a clear lip balm because it's a chemical lip balm. The problem with these is you get that chemical sunscreen taste. And I feel like because the formula is pretty slidey, it gets in my mouth and I just can't get past that chemical sunscreen taste. So unfortunately, even though I love the concept of these and I love the scents, once it's on my mouth, there's just that sunscreen taste. I can't do it. The next one is a new to me product. This is the Merit Tubing Mascara. And I've seen so many of my friends rave about this and just say that this is the best mascara they've ever tried. You know, doesn't flake or smudge, holds a curl, looks like a natural fluffy lash, easy to remove with water, yada yada. Just didn't work for me. It does what most mascaras do for me, which is way down my lashes, you know, drops the curl. It didn't flake or smudge, which was great, but it just looked like almost nothing. It pretty much looked like my lashes had a tint. That's not what I'm here for with mascara. When I wear mascara, I want to have black, lifted, volumized, lengthened lashes. I want a little bit of drama, you know? I don't need a natural looking fluffy lash that makes my lashes like go down. So unfortunately Merit did not work out for me, but I'm wearing one on my eyes today from L'Oreal. That's a tubing mascara that is phenomenal. And it's been on for about 3 or 4 hours and no flaking, no smudging, still holding a curl. So stay tuned for that review. But unfortunately the Merit one, not for me. The next 4 new products I'm decluttering are lip products. So let me wipe off my lip gloss. First up, the Cosmetics Lip Cushion in Mona Lisa. This is from their Masterpiece Collection. This was the only item that I bought from the Masterpiece Collection that I didn't like. I love this formula. I have so much content on my channel about the Cosmetics Lip Cushions. This color in particular I just felt was misleading. It's very gray nude. It's just not flattering. Here's what Mona Lisa looks like on the back of my hand. It doesn't look super gray on my hand, but I'll apply it on my lips. It's not that it looks bad, I just don't feel like it's necessarily the most flattering, which means I'm just never gonna reach for it. If a product isn't 100% perfect to me, I'm just not gonna reach for it over the products I consider to be flawless, you know? So I just feel like it's a little bit too gray. Maybe other people, this would be like a really cool kind of grungy shade, but it's just not something I'm gonna reach for on a daily basis. The next declutter is the Bobbi Brown Crushed Lip in the shade Smoothie Move. I bought this for my liquid lip balm video, but then I realized it really wasn't a lip balm at all. It's really just a comfortable liquid lipstick. I wore a lipstick the other day, I think it was my dupes video. I was wearing like a tan sweater, orangey brown lipstick, probably the dupes video. I looked terrible in that video because I just had no time to film on a work day and I was exhausted. But looking back at that footage, I was looking at how unflattering lipstick is on my thin lips, and it's just any kind of pigmented product I feel like is just not flattering on me. So let me apply this for you. So this is the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lip in Smoothie Move. It's not that it's bad, it's so comfortable. Feels like you just have like a light layer of Vaseline on your lips. It's actually quite thin, but anything that has kind of this much pigment, I feel like is just very makeup-y. And I like my makeup to not look makeup-y. I like everything to kind of just look like I'm just amped up a little bit, you know? So when I have this kind of a lip on, I don't know, it makes me self-aware. I'm just always wondering, like, do I have it on my teeth? Is it sliding around my lips? Did I smudge it, you know? I'm just like not really a lipstick or a liquid lipstick person. So I'm gonna pass this to a friend since I've only used it like 2 or 3 times. The next lip product fail is, without exaggeration, the worst lip product I've ever tried. It's the Jones Road Cool Gloss in Mocha Shimmer. This has everything I hate and nothing that I like. This formula is so thin, it almost feels like water and oil sliding around my mouth. More product gets in my mouth than on my lips. It comes in a cheap squeezy tube. Even like the sticker on the product looks super cheap, like the label's peeling off. The glitter in this is incredibly gritty. The color is not very flattering. It is basically like pouring peppermint essential oil into your mouth. And what's funny is most of the time when I post my initial first impressions of something on Instagram, I will get a lot of mixed reviews in my DMs. And by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, that's where I post on my Instagram stories daily with first impressions, updated thoughts on products. So definitely follow me over there if you like more up-to-date information. But when I posted about the Jones Road Cool Gloss, I got like 100% like angry DMs about people saying this was the worst product they'd ever tried, and I'm so glad that I'm not alone in that feeling. Like, I'm honestly dreading putting this on my mouth for you right now because it's just a peppermint oil explosion, but I'm gonna do it. You know that I'll do it. Okay. Oh, did you see that? That's not even the color. That's literally just a layer of oil that squirted out. Oh, oh, it's just peppermint oil. I'm gonna squeeze some out. Yeah, check it out. I don't know if you can see that, but all this clear oil just came out of the lip product. and I had to like squeeze a bunch out to even get the color out. Oh, it's so gritty. Oh, it's just so gritty and pepperminty. Ugh. I can't. I'm done. Nope. Terrible. This is a terrible product. This is the worst thing I've ever tried. Listen, I love Bobbi Brown. I love her, but no, this sucks. This is a ridiculous thing. This is the Lineage Lip Sleeping Mask in chocolate, which is not available right now. I got it on Yes Style in a pack. This is a little mini size, and it also came with caramel, which is this like orange shade. That one's in my nightstand. So we know the Lineage Lip Sleeping Mask, right? Comes in a bunch of different flavors, super comfortable and nourishing. Tiny, tiny, maybe sheer, barely there hint of color. Nope. Do you see that? I'm sorry. What? Lip sleeping mask? Overnight mask? With that much pigment? No. Here's what happened to me when I first tried this. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think that this was gonna be pigmented. I thought it would be like all the 100 other Lineage lip sleeping masks I've tried, AKA not pigmented. So I'm sitting at my desk, I'm smelling it, I'm like, it smells exactly like brownies. They nailed this, I am stoked. And this is what I did. Because this is how I apply lip sleeping masks. I go all over my lip lines. So I'm going about my day, doing my thing, right? I run into John, and John goes, "What the fuck did you do?" And I looked in the mirror, and I was like, oh no! I look like a fucking toddler who just ate a chocolate bar. This is not okay. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Nothing that comes in a pot should be that pigmented. You cannot get a precise enough application with your fingers for something that pigmented. Ugh. I'm angry because it smelled so good. Ugh, and I have shimmer all over my lips from the Bobbi Brown one, and it got above my lips because it migrated everywhere. I just ruined my makeup. Ugh. I need to soothe my soul now, so I'm putting my Fitglow lip serum in Beach Glow back on. No, that's okay. I did my hair differently. Do you like it?
Yeah, that's I think what I'm seeing. I really like it.
Dude, this new Living Proof shampoo and conditioner combined with this new curling method. I think I look fire today. Look at that.
That's what I'm saying. And I was like, damn, you look fucking stellar.
Well, thanks, boo. He's ridiculous. My hair does look great though. Moving on to the next section. We've got products I've had for a while that I'm just not reaching for. First up, I've talked about this a bit on my channel in the past year, but I just really don't reach for sheer tinted based products anymore. They don't do anything other than make me feel like I just have product all over my face and neck. So the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, as much as that's a beautiful product, it just doesn't give me enough coverage. And so instead, I just apply so much thinking that I'll build up to the coverage I want. And then I'm left with makeup all over my face and neck. And it's a little bit shiny. What I've realized in the past year is I love a medium to full coverage foundation just strategically placed around my face. That's what I did with the Makeup Forever foundation today. That's what I did with the previous Invisible Cover foundation. It's what I do with the Fitglow foundation. All of those products are like medium to full coverage. And I just use a very small amount, and that gives me the coverage I want while still making my skin look and feel like I'm not really wearing much makeup. So what I've found is with this whole craze of like skin tints over the past few years, it's just really not for me. I find that those products tend to be too glowy, and I don't need something that just evens out everything from the top of my forehead down to my collarbone. So a while ago, I had decluttered like my something tint, the tint, the Laura Mercier one too. So any light coverage, sheer tinted moisturizers, foundations are just a no for me. Now it's full coverage Fitglow concealer under my eyes, and then a medium to full coverage foundation, lightly placed in strategic areas. That's it. Next up, this formula I love. It's the Beauty Pie Everyday Great Skin Concealer, but these are two shades they sent me. Beauty Pie tends to send me a few different shades in PR. This is Buttermilky and Shell, and these two colors are just far too yellow for me. I have the shade, I believe, called Ivory, and it's my perfect shade match for my neck. So I keep it around just because it's too light from under my eyes. Sadly, Beauty Pie does not make a shade for me in their concealer or their foundation. I've tried like 4 or 5 shades. They were really nice and sent them all to me. And yeah, they just don't make shades for me. But I keep the Ivory concealer because occasionally I get blemishes on my neck, and anything I use on my face ends up being a little too dark and it's like noticeable on my neck. So that's basically like my neck and chest concealer. The next product is a Charlotte Tilbury eye crayon. I think it's called Color Chameleon in Bronzed Garnet. Beautiful, beautiful shade. I'll swatch it for you. It's just a gorgeous, warm brown on the eyes. But one of the trends you'll see lately is just I have stopped reaching for eye crayons. I don't really wear them anymore. I used to wear them a lot a few years ago, back when that was a huge trend. But lately I've really just been reaching for glitter toppers, for powder eyeshadows, cream eyeshadows, you know, the stuff that I really enjoy. And I just don't really reach for crayons anymore. I always used to think that eyeshadow crayons were like the most beginner friendly because you just draw them on and blend them out. But I actually find that the nature of like eye crayons means that they kind of tug on your eyes a little bit and they're kind of hard to blend, but because they're a cream, they tend to fade and smudge and crease a little. Not that I had that issue with this. This is super old. I've had it for so many years. I used to love this. It was like my go-to smoky eye. But now when I want kind of a warm brown, I will reach for MAC's Extra Dimension eyeshadow in Amorous Alloy. The way that looks and blends, there's just nothing else I'd rather reach for. You know, like I'm at the point in my life where I don't want to own any unnecessary products. If something is a 10 out of 10, I don't need any products that are like a 9 out of 10. I'm really just trying to own products that nail it in every category that matters to me. The next 3 products my friend Claire sent to me in friend mail. I have this nice little group chat with a bunch of awesome beauty creators, and we just send products back and forth that don't work for us, because then sometimes the other people fall in love with those products and it's just like a really nice, wonderful cycle. She sent me this Giorgio Armani eye tint. This is in 46. Lovely formula. But you know what? I'm just not reaching for cool tones and silvers and like gunmetal-y shades. This is kind of like a greenish silver. I'll zoom in. Sorry, I tried to wipe the Charlotte Tilbury off, but it set down. Anyways, this is Giorgio Armani 46, and I could keep it around for times when I wear a silver, but that just never happens. When I do want to reach for like a silvery eyeshadow, I have 2 wonderful products. My Rowan eyeshadow quad in 52 degrees has this insane gunmetal blue that I just adore. And then ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Koosh, Koosh, is just like the perfect formula and color for like a glittery, silvery shade. I really don't need to own any other like silvery gunmetal color, so I'm gonna pass this to a friend. Next is the Danessa Myricks Matte Color Fix eyeshadow in Gingerbread. I showed this in my dupes video. Really, the only reason I'm getting rid of it is because, again, I want products that are a little bit more user-friendly, and this one tiny dot ends up being an insane amount of pigment and product. And I find that it's so pigmented that I end up having to be very careful with it. And to me, that is just not what I'm going for with makeup. I want to be able to apply my makeup practically in the dark, half asleep. But that doesn't make it a bad product at all. I think it makes it a more inclusive product, because people with darker skin tones, they're gonna have an easier time with this showing up on their skin. So I think this is a fantastic product and formula. It's just not the one for me. I love her Color Fix in Celebration. That one's a little less pigmented right out of the gate, and that one's great. My friend Claire also sent me the Danessa Myricks Color Fix in Color Fix Foil. She has like a bunch of different textures. This is Starship, and it's this insane glitter. I'll show you on the back of my head. Oh, nope. I just squeezed out way too much product. It's this like greenish gold yellow glitter, and yeah, it's insane, right? I don't really wear this color. It's stunning. I mean, look at that texture, the shine. I just feel that there are more interesting, creative, artistic influencers out there who might appreciate this more than I would. Okay, the last round of my declutter is gonna be super fast because a bunch of the products that I had in my dupes video. I'm getting rid of the Hourglass Scattered Lights in Smoke and Reflect because I found a better dupe for both of them. For Reflect, Bodyography Celestial I prefer. For Smoke, Bodyography Off the Hook I prefer, so these are gonna go to a friend. Next up, I also prefer the dupes I found for the Kosas 10-second liquid eyeshadows. In Globe, I prefer L'Oreal Amber Rush, and for Element, I prefer MAC Amorous Alloy. Nude Sticks Bubbly Baby, it's just too sticky tacky on my face. The dupe I found, Cocoa Kind My Light, is gorgeous, gorgeous on the skin, but I just can't stop reaching for my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, my Beauty Pie Luminizing Wand, and my Phytosurgeon Spectral Shine Bombs. So this just ends up sitting in my drawer even though it's objectively beautiful. It's a wonderful product. It's just when I have those other three, I just don't reach for it. Hourglass at Night I'm passing on because Bare Minerals Blurred Buff is the virtual same shade and a better, more skin-like formula. The Cover FX Monochromatic Duos in Spice Cinnamon, gorgeous, gorgeous color. I really just like this shiny one right here, but I personally prefer the look and the feel of the M Cosmetics Venetian Rose Heaven's Glow Radiant Veil Blush. It's very similar on the face, maybe just a hair more cool toned, but it's not a cool toned blush. It's just that the Cover FX formula is so insanely pigmented in a drier formula, it's not quite as blendable. It's just really easy for this to get patchy. So I just prefer the M Cosmetics. Next up, I can finally declutter these Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Eye Crayons in Fig and Terra. This formula is very, very heavy on the lids, very sticky. It sets down so fast, it gets patchy because you don't have much blendability. And once it's there, it does not budge for a while. And then eventually it fades pretty badly. So I was very glad to have found flawless dupes for both of these. For Nude Sticks Fig, I found the same Moi Visionary Crayon in Chocolate, which is the exact same color in a better blendable formula that's more affordable. Like I said, I'm just not reaching for eyeshadow crayons anymore. I did keep all of my super colorful pastel Same Moi Visionary crayons because those I use for colorful looks and I love them. But for like everyday shades, I'm not about crayons anymore. And then for Nude Sticks Terra, I found the Rimmel Wonder Cloud eyeshadow in Honey Drop. Much more beginner-friendly formula, creamy, incredibly blendable, more affordable, same color. In fact, I'm wearing the Rimmel Wonder Cloud in Spiced Petal on my eyes today, which is like a rosy brown, kind of like matches my shirt. It's like a lighter version of my shirt. And lastly, I'm decluttering the Westman Atelier Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm in Choo Choo because in Beauty's Lip Glaze and Fruity Cereal, same shade, same formula, except better. It's more smoothing, it's a little thicker, and a better scent, and a better price point. So this one's gonna go. I am so close to hitting 10,000 subscribers. So if you like my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate if you can hit that subscribe button. And if you made it this far, thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.